Alright, let me just... Didn't see you there. Wink. But we back. Another video, shirtless, where I show out my kite frame. Oh, nickname by the way, nickname Kite Style. But it's a brand new day. It's Friday, the last day in the week. Still looking for trades. I honestly haven't opened the charts as yet for the morning, but it's 9:40 something in Ghana. So it's 8:40 something New York time before when I look for trades. Done do everything else that I had to do in the morning. I ain't gonna apologize for the nice in background because they ain't got nothing to do with me. But if you could just withstand it for the next 1-2 minutes say bye while I do this intro, you only hear it for the rest of the video, promise you. But welcome back to another videos. For those who are new here, my name is Kevon Roach. Did I just say it? Another videos? Anything. For those who are new here, my name is Kevon Roach and this is my channel where I share what it's like being a full-time trader from the Caribbean, both on and off the charts. If that sounds like it's something interesting to you, make sure to hit the subscribe button and smash the like while you're at it because we got a lot more content coming your way. Now, yesterday was a banger. I don't have the charts open as yet, but I'm gonna pull up the charts after this background nice gone and show you just a little recap of yesterday's trade and what we could possibly be looking for today. I just really wanted to open the camera and catch this intro while I'm fresh. If you could tell between my hair and stuff a little wet, I just don't be it as the freshest you'll ever catch me. That's why I had to get this down. But I'm gonna come back in and fully island when it's nice done and we could really get a focus on the charts. Side now? Alright. Hello. It's 9:30 in the AMs according to New York and we possibly have a trade. Hey, for those who don't know, fun fact, Guyana was actually once owned by the British. So we were once called British Guyana. So if from time to time my British accent slip out, don't, you know, you catch it. You catch it. The only English speaking country on South America. Did you know? I just googled up. I live in Guyana my whole life. Nah, lie. I know that. We have a possible trade coming up as you can see on the screen. Let me make sure you're recording because the last time I talking to y'all and they had no recording. You probably seen that video. But here we are on the 15-minute chart and I am looking for a possible sell. It's 9:30 and I believe we have news coming out at 9:45. So I'm gonna be a bit patient until news is over, but I'm mostly looking for a sell. You might be asking, like looking at the charts, why would you be looking for a sell? We have been consistently making higher highs, you know, and higher lows, especially higher lows. So why am I looking for a sell? The market is clearly going up. Well, as you can see here, I'd be looking for buys. You seen? I'd be looking for buys this whole time. Hold on, pause. Hold up, Diddy. I didn't mean it that way. B-U-Y-S. More than one B-U-Y. You understand? I was looking for price to move in the upward direction. And we, you know, I lost twice. And barely won this trade that was like half of what I lost. Not even half of what I lost. And, yeah. I'm here right now. I was a bit skeptical about the buying, but it looks like we're finally in that direction. And more importantly, when we zoom out to the larger time, the hourly, for example, you might look at this chart. You might look at this chart and say, hey, but there's no price action indicating that it's selling. It kind of looks like consolidation. There's no clear movement. You might be right. But if we just extend this chart like so, and I just bring the part of the chart into frame, and I might have to zoom it a little bit more for the people with cataracts in the audience. Now this leg of price action did not fill a fair value gap and neither did it take a high on at least the larger time frames, right? So this is a relatively equal high. Now once price came down, this relatively equal high would still be standing there. It would be valid if price broke any lows that was formed before this relatively equal high. And if you can look keenly on the charts, this large bullish candle actually is a low because the candle to the left and the candle to the right of it is higher, right, than the lowest point. So it's a valid low. And what we noticed here is once price created this relatively equal high at the top here, it then came all the way down to break this low. But it didn't just break this low, it broke this low with a full close below it. More than two candles. We have this bearish candle closing here, this bullish candle both opening and closing below it, this other one, and so on. So we have more than one full closes below that low. Now, it would be a buy to me if the price barely wicked below this low and then shot up, and if the bearish leg of price action coming down to take this low did not have any fair value gaps. But not only did it have fair value gaps, but it also had a gap in the market itself right here on Wednesday. So we had all that bearish price action, all that indication in price that supports a bearish move. Then we noticed this set of fair value gaps was the first line of defense for a sell. So if the price was going down, alright, I can't just talk like it ain't actually there now. Yeah, I can hear the noise in the background. They're building a new pump station not too far away from me. I'm gonna show you what that pump station looks like once it's done, so you know you could get to see the reasoning behind why you had to endure all this noise through all these videos. But yeah, they almost done. They're actually in the final stages. So yeah, seeing this first line of defense for the bears, which is just, you know, a full set of gaps before taking this low, seeing that be broken to the upside, you know, the last line of defense, which is the tip of the candle that started this bearish move, I was kind of skeptical of the bears, but still it could just be a liquidity sweep, because if you also pay keen attention, this high that was formed before this low was taken right here, and before all these fair value gaps were formed, this high is also just before a fair value gap to the downside. So this price could just be retracing, which is a healthy move, into the fair value gap that was formed. That's also at 50% of this move. So I paid, you know, I watched it, I watched price, I was in this trade, and I honestly thought that because of this type of price action on the hourly, we don't have any fair value gaps moving up. We barely wicked above that high and touched the fair value gap. I was kind of under the impression that maybe price would like to sell from that point, and then the bearish candle after kind of, you know, fed into that bias. But I held the trade regardless, and it ended up being a win. Price still pushed to the upside beyond this gap and a fair value gap above the gap as well. But if we could pay keen attention to this bearish candle at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and I could extend it just a little bit more so we can see it in a bit more detail. Here we have another gap where price came up into once here, closed inside but did not close beyond that gap, and it closed once in beyond the gap but immediately went back below the price. And here we have another wick that was formed this morning. This is all the hourly chart, by the way. So another wick that was formed at the 7 a.m. on Friday, which was this morning, and now we're having another bullish candle that is pushing beyond here, but let's see if it closes in the zone. My bias is still bearish, but I'm still gonna just work with price action. I'm going to take whatever the market gives me, so I'm not gonna try to force the bearish outlook. As long as I get the right confirmations, then yeah, I'll have a trade. But if not, then I'll start to reanalyze, maybe for a bullish outlook. But that's the situation right now. I'm gonna drop down to the 15. Looking at the chart, this 15-minute candle looked like it was about to come down here. We don't actually have any full closes above here for me to think that this is a valid push to the upside. But let's see what price does. You know, price sometimes could just keep shooting up. If I get a valid entry to buy, then of course I'm gonna buy. But if not, I'm still gonna keep my bearish outlook towards the market. So I'm gonna come back, fill you guys in once I have a trade idea, and once it's done, background noise is done, so we could have a better conversation. Yes, like we could vibe. You see what you boy? Yeah, man. We have a trade, and we're in this trade this far. Kinda, and being 100% honest with you, it don't too fit my criteria for a trade, so I am not gonna be holding this trade for too long. So on the 1 minute, it making sense compared, according to my strategy. On the 1 minute, there's a low here that was formed just before liquidity was taken. It's a previous high was taken, and this low was more than likely formed before that previous high was taken, and then we have that impulsive push below it and close. However, this price action is not visible on any of the other time frames. So yeah, I'm kind of weary of this trade. since we are below this low right now and we ain't closing below that, I might just close it and then reopen another trade. Not that much in profit, if I'm being honest with you, and it's risking $50. So for me to close $25 and risking 50, hell no. I'ma just weather the retracement because it's more than likely going to have a retracement. I hope not to this point because here are already full, so it would be a high taking over. But let's see what happens. I'm in this trade. I sent it out to the community. Okay, so on the 15, we looking a little better. If this current 15-minute candle could just close below this candle right here, it would be in my favor. By the way, the reason I'm only opening the camera right now is because there was a garbage truck outside, so the noise was very intense. I'm pretty sure y'all hearing it just now too, because for some reason you go up the street and come back down the street. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Anyhow, if this candle right here could just close below there, then it would validate the move to the downside. If not, I don't know. Like, even if this closed and then price retrace back into that, it would still be a full break and close below here. So I wouldn't mind price retracing. But if not, then I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, we're in this one. And we're holding this one. I've not entered this trade on the $50 account, so I guess if we do have that retracement up there, it would be I would get to enter the trade on the $50 account as well. So let me see how it runs. We'll do a 1 to 2 at 12. Now, for those of you who might not have been following, and to be honest, I haven't been as clear with the $50 to $100 challenge, but this right here will be the official second episode, because on the first one I placed a trade. I didn't fill you guys in on that, but I actually lost that trade, so there's that. The balance moved from $49 and probably 50 cents to $33.56, so let's see if we could get back to 50 somehow, and then, you know, take that 50 to 100 like the challenge implies. Anywho, so we can go back over here where I can see the depiction of like my target and my losses and what's not, and wait for this price to do a thing for me. But until then, I'm gonna close off the camera again, come back and give you a little update, shirtless update to Amateur. Alright, and we're back. I thought I would do this entire video without a shirt, but I got a shirt on, buddy. As you can see here on the screen, after I adjusted the take profit, that one got hit, and if I left the other one, I'd be up in some deep profit, almost a TP right now, but I'm out of the trade. I already closed the trade, as you guys probably saw. I don't know if you saw me close the trade. Yeah, you saw me close the trade. So that's about like $50 across all the accounts. I think one made like 45. That's cool. Made about $30 on the personal, and about $45 on the other two prop accounts. And currently I'm still in this trade on the $50 account with Black Bull Market, trading directly from TradingView. As you guys can see, it's saying I'm up like $7 and how much ever cents. Here's the stop loss at $5.91 and the take profit at $12 square. It's currently like, I can say like 1 to 1.5 hour. Yeah, it's pretty tempting to drag stop loss to break even on TradingView, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm honestly thinking to just let it run. You know, this is obviously the end of the trade. I'll let you guys know how this one went. Or I'll probably just come back and fill you in on this. But this is basically the video, since I already gave you guys the analysis on this sell trade. I don't know if I have to give you back an analysis right now, but let me be honest with you right now. I took this sell based off of the smaller time frames, and now that I'm looking at it on the 15-minute, I can actually see the confirmation for the trade playing out on the 15 minutes as well. Let me just try to mark it up. It will be like somewhere like, yeah, stop loss to remain just above that high, and I would possibly be aiming for this low right here. So there you have a trade playing out using the exact same strategy just on the 15-minute. So here you have a trade playing out using the exact same strategy and the same analysis as I used on the smaller time frame, playing out here on the larger time frame, the 15-minute, where we have a high being broken, no full closes above it. We have one close and then immediately back into market structure. Then we have the low that was farmed before this high was broken, being broken with a full close below it. We have one here and another candle right there. This was the candle that I closed off the video last, saying I hope we have a close below there. And yeah, we have 2, 3, 4 closes below there before coming back up, retracing back into this fair value gap right there, and then tanking. So yeah, we have sell side liquidity taken out here, here, and possible here. There's even more liquidity all the way down here, but I don't know. This is Thursday. This is not Thursday's low. I would say Thursday's low is all the way down here. I don't know if price might want to come all that way, but it's possible that we could still see a further retracement below this low right here. I believe this might be the turning point, but let's see. I'm already out of this trade. This is just all I can say currently, just paper trading ideas. Would I be aiming this far if I was actually in this trade? Yeah, this is within my usual risk parameters, 60 pips for something like 100 to 120 pips. 120 pips would see me closer to the previous low here, but I would just accept the 100 pips instead, just below this recent low. Actually, it will be just at the low, because I noticed price since, you know, the year start, instead of completely breaking structure, breaking recent highs or old highs and lows, it's creating a lot of double tops and double bottoms and triple tops and triple bottoms. So instead of waiting until price has a retracement, possibly taking out liquidity in the opposite direction before going past this double high or triple high, then I just want to be out of the trade. You know, I like being in a trade, but I don't like being in a trade for more longer than I need to be. So yeah, I like once I'm in and then I'm in it, then I'm out. I don't want to be in it and stay in it unnecessarily and then gotta come out, and then if I don't make as much profit or I lose that trade, then all the time is like inside, could be doing other stuff rather than catching cold sweat for the charts. Anywho, this is the situation. Going back to the $50 account, I'm up now $8, and honestly, since you know this video is going to be drawn on, if I have to come back and check in with you guys, I'm going to take, you know, what the market is giving me. I'm going to accept this $7 now and just end the video right here. But before I do that, if you made it this far, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Peace.